It's now time for a product spotlight. We're talking to Chris Vanthuyne. He is a senior product owner with Ag Expert Software at Farm Credit Canada. Chris, how are you?
I am doing very well. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Doing good. So, on the farm, there's always those times of the year. Sometimes it's best when we're sitting in the cab and getting some seat time in the tractor. It's time for planning and projecting and kind of thinking ahead to the next year. Ag Expert Software definitely plays into this. So we all know agriculture is full of a lot of unpredictable events. We've been going through a major one here this spring. How can a planning tool be useful when there are so many factors like weather, markets, and distribution that we can't actually plan for?
Yeah, no, you're absolutely correct. I mean, there's so much uncertainty with agriculture, and there's an incredible amount of decisions that are expected of farmers and farm operators across the country day to day. So planning isn't, I would say the value with planning ultimately is just creating an easier way to digitize your farm records and just enabling farmers to have that access to that data and to be able to, have more informed or at least have confidence in the decisions that they're making. It's not about having the perfect plan, but more so just allowing farmers to have that data readily available in a format that they understand so that they can, when those events come up, those uncertain events that you spoke to, do happen, that you have as much information available to you that you can have confidence around, proactively looking at some key metrics or measures that are important to your farm.
So, Chris, how can planning and projecting support better decision making?
Yeah, I think the key word there is support, and just that idea that by taking the time to go through some planning and projecting some various scenarios, that you're removing some of that uncertainty that you spoke to earlier. That you have, you can create some efficiency by not having to search for information, that it's readily available and that you can easily pull it up in the format or in the field or at your desk at home. By having access to those key metrics for your farm, whether it's break-even amounts or for yields or sales prices associated with some fields or some scenarios, by ultimately just giving that information to help support the farmer to make more informed decisions. Planning and projection can play some key roles in there, and being proactive in both, not on just the field management side of things, but also for Ag Expert on the accounting side of things, both budgeting and cash flow tools that we offer.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times in farming, we our gut we have good intuition, right? So we a lot of times we make all those decisions based on the gut. But if you can combine that sort of gut experienced, that kind of intuition with the actual numbers, that's a formidable force. Like then you're really making backed up decisions.
Yeah, and it gives you an opportunity to shift some of that burden away from knowing that off the top of your head or having that notebook handy that you kept in the tractor for years. By having it just available at your fingertips, it just removes some of that doubt as well. And you have that, not only your gut and your intuition as a farmer, but then you have just that second opportunity to check it and validate it and play around with numbers just to support direction you're going from, right? So having a plan is a powerful way, a powerful tool in that regard.
Yeah, and instead of planning like once a year, doing that constant year-round planning and reviewing, I think is so powerful. What kind of tools does Ag Expert have that can support that year-round planning?
Absolutely. On our field management software side of things, like Expert Field, you have the opportunity to create your planned activities throughout the year, to track your input costs, to understand your input usage numbers. So we have a report suite that helps the users just understand, okay, here's rough numbers around, hey, this is what I'm projecting for as far as certain products, whether it's seed or chemical, et cetera. And you have a good understanding of what that is and what your total input costs on the field that you're looking for, as well as tracking those other costs. Because sometimes when it comes to profitability, there are those other costs you have to take into consideration, whether the insurance premiums or land rent, things of those natures. So it's giving you that holistic look from the get-go, and it's easy to update and change throughout the year. And then on our accounting suite side of things, it's just we have excellent tools to allow users some insights on the bookkeeping side of things, whether it's your budget for the year and comparing your projections to your actuals, or from a cash flow management side of things, just seeing money in and money out for the years. So you can be proactive and understand that you're in a good state from a bookkeeping side as well.
Hey, Chris, if somebody wants more information on Ag Expert software, where do they go?
Yeah, absolutely. They can go to agexpert.ca to find all the information they want on all our products, or they can call our customer care at 1-800-667-7893.
Hey, Chris, thanks a lot for joining us here today.
No problem. Thank you very much for having me, Sean.